Greetings, Starfighters. Sorry I didn't get this one out any sooner, but it's still been hot, and to record, I gotta have, the fans off. I do have the window open, but the outside noises seem to have died down. If they come back at any point, I apologize. But even though it's sundown, it is still insanely warm, and it's probably going to be like that for at least another month or so, and I didn't want to go that long without getting the next one of these out. So, we continue the Delta Quadrant arc with the episode titled Revelations. A distress signal from a Federation vessel leads you to the heart of the crisis in the Delta Quadrant. If you remember the Voyager episode Dragon's Teeth, this is the follow-up to that the show never delivered. It certainly promised it with the last exchange between Captain Janeway and Commander Chakotay, but, well, hey, that's Voyager for you. Never let a good opportunity go unwasted.
We've received a distress call from the U.S.S. Callisto. The signal was garbled, and there's little more than their last known location in the data. Get out there and bring the Callisto home if you can.
Vaadwuar cluster torpedo. I actually forgot that was a thing. I'm gonna hang on to that.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Yeah, we're already doing that. Okay. Uh-oh. I think some kids have started playing outside. That's not... Alright, well, let's just hope they don't get too loud. We've arrived at the location of the distress call from the U.S.S. Callisto. We're no longer receiving the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with a Luna-class Federation starship. There must be some survivors. Scan the wreckage. The Luna-class is the Titan, for those who might not recognize that off the top of their head. That's Riker's ship. Showed up in the season finale, the first season finale of Lower Decks. Okay, no luck, Admiral. Sensors aren't reading any life signs in the wreckage. The Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunate. That's an understatement. Can we identify who attacked her? Admiral, we have an incoming message. It's from the outpost station. Let's hear what they have to say.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation research team assigned to the U.S.S. Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
7, this is Admiral Nagata of the U.S.S. Perth Amboy. We responded as soon as we could.
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost's defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
They have a lot to explain. Obviously, the dialogue for this game was recorded before they knew she was going to be in Picard, so it's kind of like, given the time frame here, it's... I mean, she kind of talks like a normal person in Picard,
Long-range
but...
sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures. Voth ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Attention, trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in Voth-aligned space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
On what grounds, asshole? Alright. We will not be made into your prisoners. That's the more Starfleet way to say it. Oh, buddy, are you about to have a bad day? Oh, more of them, eh? Yeah, well. Once I decloak, I'm gonna get a damage bonus, so... Well, for like 10 seconds, but still. Okay, this is taking a little bit longer than I expected, but then again, I am taking on the Voth by myself here.
Voth has cut transmission
You have
and are
violated the
engaging
Voth
their
facility, and will be.
Seven, did you have to talk over the cutscene?
Where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
Hey, I can summon Herc, you know. And even though technically in the in-game timeline, I haven't met them yet. Alright, Admiral, we're receiving a distress call from the Turay homeworld.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Turay homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Who exactly are the Turay?
The Turay are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our fleets.
Do you think that the Voth are the ones who attacked the Turay? They left so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Turay are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Perhaps a show of good faith would be in order. Right, course laid in for the Turay homeworld. We're ready to leave on your orders. Boom.
We have arrived in the Turay system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Turay vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Whatever they are, they're packing quite a punch. Whoever these assailants are, their technology is... Ah, damn it. Okay. One of the ships is broken off and is moving in our direction. Well... The debris from the Voth ships is falling. Tarsi, come on, I expect better. Creating massive damage to the planet's surface. I know who these people are. Captured cruiser. Okay, the game called it a frigate, but that's telling me that I got a cruiser. Okay.
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Make it so.
Your defense of the Teray thieves will be your undoing.
The Teray and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Teray's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
Okay, time to beam down.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
Alright, let's take the default group, I think. Or, well, nah, let's be a little... I don't remember. Okay, let's take... No, wait, I still haven't gotten anything for him yet. Let's take the... we'll take the Rom and Bashir holograms. Okay, I'll keep Tarsi and Scavron with me, but then I'll take the Bashir and Rom holograms. Yeah. Okay. That was all incredibly captivating, I'm sure.
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Let's make this happen.
There was a firefight here. One of the Teray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Good. We'll help him, and maybe he can answer some questions. I don't like how my voice sounded when I said that. I actually am trying to be helpful here. Just, did I unintentionally come across as sarcastic?
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from Starfleet, right?
Yes. We'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal.
Who are the attackers? We couldn't identify the ships.
The attackers were Vaadwuar. Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Boy, if I had a nickel. I mean, Vaadwuar?
Impossible. It cannot be the Vaadwuar. I would know.
Okay, 7. Who are the Vaadwuar?
This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vaadwuar, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly awoke their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. They were conquerors, despots. The Vaadwuar used underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated. At the time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine. I am responsible. However, the Vaadwuar we encountered did not have a level of technology like what we face here. This is far beyond anything the Vaadwuar are capable of developing in such a short amount of time.
Understood. What's the plan then?
My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and realign them to the central tower to re-establish the grid.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for any Vaadwuar. They won't like what we're trying to do.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
I blame myself for the Vaadwar's return. It was a door best left unopened.
All right. Oh, there we go.
Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node.
Okay.
First, you must access the AI subroutines.
AI subroutines.
Next, you must charge the capacitive relays.
Charge capacitive relays.
Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
Okay. Short-term memory game. Fun. If this were fall or winter, I would not be worried about screwing this up. I mean, I'm probably not going to screw it up.
Uplink established.
Alrighty. Oh. Do. Oh, come on.
When we first rescued the
No
Vaadwuar,
further
we
hostile
thought
beams
we could be
detected.
allies.
I hate it when the game does that. One dialogue thing at a time, please.
Analysis complete. Perform these steps in the correct order.
Go on.
First, you must access the AI subroutines.
Same as the last one.
Next, you must update the defense protocols.
That's different. Defense protocols, okay.
Finally, you must align the main relay.
Align the relay. Got it. And no, I'm not going to try and do one of these wrong on purpose to show you what might happen. This mission's going to run a little long as it is. Well, actually, no, now that I think about it, no, I don't think we've gotten to, like, the really super long ones just yet.
Defense node online.
Worth noting, if anyone decides to check out this game themselves later who haven't played it before, I don't think it really matters what order you do these in. The towers, I mean.
Whatever happens here, we must inform our superiors about the Vaadwuar threat.
Oh, are we, I think... Good work, team.
I have completed my analysis. Complete the following steps in the correct order. First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Reboot the core matrix.
Next, you must update the defense protocols.
Update defense protocols.
Finally, you must establish the satellite uplink.
And establish a satellite uplink. Okay. I already forgot. Shit. Okay, that was correct. Update defensive protocols. And satellite uplink? Yeah, satellite uplink.
Uplink reinitialized.
3 down, 1 to go. They're about to be a big battle coming up real soon here.
When Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Daystrom Institute to assist the Callisto, I thought the probability of seeing Vaadwuar was statistically insignificant.
So I guess in the STO timeline, she joins the Fenris Rangers sometime after the Iconian War. It's like a good solid decade or so later after,
We had to ally ourselves with the Teray to escape the Vaadwuar.
Whatever. Not to 7, me trying to suss out the timeline differences. It doesn't matter that much, actually.
My analysis of this node is complete. Execute the following steps in the correct order. First, you must reboot the core matrix.
Reboot core matrix.
Next, you must charge the capacitive relays.
Charge capacitive relays.
Finally, you must align the main relay.
Align relay. Okay. I don't usually record this late. I'm getting a little tired here, but... And so far, I've managed to not die. Against the Vaadwuar, that's not always a guarantee. They are definitely one of the tougher enemies in the game.
Connection reestablished.
Starfleet, I need assistance at the central tower.
Okie doke. Oh, if I remember this fight correctly, this one's gonna take a while. Best call it my dinosaur now.
No
Your
further hostile
team
beams
did an
detected.
excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes.
Okie doke.
We'd be in good shape if the Vaadwuar hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
You need to hold them off until the defense grid has completed the restart sequence.
The Teray took control of underspace after the Vaadwuar were defeated. Where were the Vaadwuar checked?
It's supposed to be possible to destroy these pods, but it's not letting me target them right now. Well, at least I have orbital strike.
Vaadwuar reinforcements approaching.
I thought it would let me... I know when you get to the Kabali homeworld, it'll let you blow up the mobile transporter pads. I don't know why I can't do that now.
Vaadwuar are relentless. Probability of our survival is slim.
Never tell me the odds. Oh, well, I guess you technically didn't. Not specifically, anyway.
The Vaadwuar are tenacious fighters. We must be more so.
I think it'll let me... I think it'll let me revive... Oh. Oh, I have to hit specific buttons for that. Okay. Oh. Never mind. Cutscene.
We can't keep this up forever!
What is that?
This is one of the few times in the game where you're actually going to be happy to see the Voth.
No further hostile beams.
Nice to have one of those things on my side for
No
once.
further hostile beams detected.
Right, I'm receiving a message from the Perth Amboy. The Vaadwuar are returning to underspace. Even with their defense grid online, the Teray couldn't have defeated them. Why leave before they finish the fight? Odd.
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vaadwuar do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really? I seem to remember the Vaadwuar tearing your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Teray. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
Seven and I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
I apologize. Admiral, the U.S.S. Voyager has entered orbit. Admiral Tuvok is requesting to beam to your position. Permission granted.
Seven of 9.
Admiral.
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault! Your ship invaded the Voth outpost! You woke the Vaadwuar!
Vaadwuar. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believed their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong! The Vaadwuar have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager, 2 to beam up.
Seven of 9 has safely arrived on Voyager, and the Vaadwuar threat on the ground here is over. The Voth commander has indicated his forces will deal with any remaining hostiles. We're clear to return to the Perth Amboy on your command.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Touré. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwuar, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
I agree. Sorry, I got distracted.
Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwuar. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Good luck, 7. Stay safe out there. Alright, we're clear to depart as soon as you're ready, Admiral. Alright. Hail Delta Quadrant Command.
The Vaadwuar. I had a feeling I hadn't seen the last of them. They were dangerous before, and now they have tech that can defeat the Voth. If the Vaadwuar come for us, we need to be ready. There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
That will have to be for another time, however. You know, that actually went by a bit quicker than I thought it was going to. So, yeah, that was Revelations. Come back next time when we cover... I think it can't be replaced. All That Glitters. And this is where the EMH joins the story. Always fun to hear Robert Picardo's voice. But, like I said, that's going to have to be for next time. Have fun and stay safe.